Hi, I'm Kirby Allison. In today's video, we're going to review the Gaziano Girling St. James II in Vintage Cherry. As part of our dress shoe review series, today we take a look at British shoemaker Gaziano Girling St. James II in Vintage Cherry. Recognizing us as one of the leading authorities on luxury men's dress shoes worldwide, Gaziano Girling has graciously agreed to give us access to their entire collection of shoes to review for you on this YouTube channel. If you have any questions or comments, please ask them in the comments section below. I try to get back to as many questions personally as I can. And remember to turn on your notifications so that you can learn whenever we post new videos. The Gaziano Girling St. James II in Vintage Cherry is one of the company's most iconic and popular models. Created as a bespoke sample over 12 years ago, the St. James II is the perfect Adelaide style, with the yoke and laces being cut out from a separate U-shaped pattern piece. The shoe is crafted on the company's TG73 last, which features a square chiseled toe and exemplifies the balance between classic and contemporary styling for which Gaziano Girling is so well known. The St. James II is priced at £1,130, or about $1,500 including VAT, or £945, or about $1,200 with no VAT. Fully lasted shoe trees can be purchased for an additional £125, or about $150. Gaziano Girling was founded in 2006 by Tony Gaziano and Dean Girling. Tony and Dean worked for a variety of bespoke shoemakers, designers, and Northampton manufacturers before joining together to launch their own line. Their aim was to update the otherwise classic English aesthetic and to bring an unprecedented level of handwork to their Benchmade shoes. The whole key was to try to narrow the gap between bespoke and ready-to-wear. Their aim was to incorporate as many levels of bespoke craftsmanship and finishing into their ready-to-wear offering as possible. Because of our close relationship with Tony Gaziano and Dean Girling, we were offered exclusive access to bring our cameras inside the new Gaziano Girling factory to share with you how they make their renowned Goodyear welted shoes. The first new shoemaking factory to be opened in Northampton in over 100 years, the facility is quite simply amazing. Using a combination of the best shoemaking machines of the past, some being as much as 100 years old, a brilliant modern manufacturing process, and an incredible amount of handwork for a factory-made shoe, Gaziano Girling is easily making some of the finest ready-to-wear shoes available in the world today. The St. James II is a classic Adelaide, which refers to the yoke and the laces being cut from a separate pattern piece. The effect pulls the instep or yoke forward and allows the vamp to sweep all the way back. Adelaides are normally semi-brogues, which you can see is true with the St. James II. With this shoe, you really are able to appreciate Gaziano's precise execution. Everything about the design is balanced and the execution perfect. Immediately visible on the St. James II is the TG73 last on which it is built. The TG73 is an iconic Gaziano Girling last that exemplifies the updated, modern aesthetic for which Gaziano is so well known. The cap, vamp, and neck of the shoe are in perfect balance, and despite a lot going on with the pattern, Gaziano Girling is able to keep the shoe clean and not too busy, which I really appreciate. The punched cap features a traditional row of broguing framed by a single needle stitching on both sides. The extremely high stitch density and highly precise pinking or gimping, which are the small decorative triangular cuts along the pattern pieces, make this element very clean and neat. Everything about this shoe is tight and clean. The broguing and parallel needle stitching continues along the neck of the shoe to the top border and around to the heel. Here you see the area of the facing that is cut from a different pattern piece, which is one of the defining elements of an Adelaide. The top of the tongue features additional broguing and pinking, which is a nice detail not found on many shoes. The rear quarters are cut from an additional pattern piece with absolutely beautiful broguing. The concave and convex arching, which is joined at a perfect point, is absolutely lovely. I love the elegance of this element of the pattern, and it really showcases Tony's beautiful eye for design. The single needle stitching with its high stitch density increases the clean lines and formality of this shoe. Each upper is sewn together by hand with incredible precision by skilled closers. Just look at the single needle stitch density and its proximity to the edge on the cap. It's nothing short of amazing. One of the advantages of a high-quality factory-made shoe is, of course, its consistency of construction. The edges and heels are beautifully finished using dark brown edge dye. Further evidence of Gaziano's attention to detail, the welt is fully fudged, which is where a small wheel is used to create indentations on top of the outsole stitching. This is a beautiful design detail that is essential, in my opinion, for any well-made shoe. The factory's ability to consistently produce outstanding quality and construction is the work of Dean Girling, whose work as a bespoke shoemaker has allowed him to have an incredible insight and control over the production of a large number of shoes. It is his insight into bespoke construction that, when combined with Tony's design aesthetic, successfully bridges the world of ready-to-wear and bespoke. Another hallmark of Gaziano's design is the narrow, fiddle-backed waist, which further narrows the gap between bespoke and ready-to-wear shoes. The narrow waist creates a beautiful, sweeping line from the heel to the toe that is obvious and highly sculpted. This is especially difficult to achieve in a factory-made, ready-to-wear shoe that isn't being individually and completely crafted by hand. Other important elements of design include the decreasing width of the laces, the precise single needle construction and high stitch density with proximity to the edge, the higher bespoke-style pitched heels with brass nail embellishments, the narrow fiddle-backed waist, the dyed and polished soles, and the waxed and polished edges and heels. You really just don't find all these different elements combined in a ready-to-wear shoe, and it really showcases Gaziano & Girling's commitment not just to producing beautiful shoes, but producing the shoes that push the envelope on what factory-made ready-to-wear shoes are known for. The elements here and the level of finishing really exceeds what you normally find out of a factory-made shoe and push the envelope towards bespoke. One of the other elements of a Gaziano & Girling shoe that is hard to appreciate without holding it in your hand is just how highly sculpted these shoes are. A combination of Tony's design aesthetic and Dean's production techniques, they're able to pull the shoe really tightly into the last, which accentuates this narrow beveled waist and the sculpted lines of the last. On less expensive ready-to-wear shoes that don't spend as much time in the factory as a pair of Gaziano & Girlings, you just don't get these sweeping lines that you get on a pair of these shoes. Gaziano & Girling's desire to bridge the gap between traditional ready-to-wear and bespoke is also seen in the choice of materials that they use to make their shoes. Gaziano & Girling uses the same quality uppers in their ready-to-wear shoes that they do in their bespoke, and all of the patterns are cut out or clicked by hand. The vintage cherry finish is hand-applied and then hand-polished by the in-house patina team. The level of factory finishing and polishing is really quite rare and reserved for only the highest level of factory-made ready-to-wear shoes. Baker's oak bark tanned leather outsoles and heels are used, and the heels are built up layer by layer and then shaped to produce a beautiful narrowing. Baker's oak bark tanning process is similar to J.R. Windenbach's, where the leather is tanned in vegetable tanning pit matter for up to 9 months. The result is an incredibly dense, durable, and water-resistant outsole that lasts several times longer than fast-tanned leathers. This is the same leather used in Gaziano & Girling's bespoke shoes. Another thing that I love about Gaziano & Girling's is the bottom of every shoe is impeccably finished, almost so well finished that you hate to even wear them, being fully inked and polished. The invisible channel stitching, which is where the outsole is sliced and then peeled back a little bit so that it can be stitched to the welt, is then perfectly glued back in place to produce what is called an invisible channel stitch. The result is an outsole that is perfectly clean and where you can't see any of the outsole stitching that you would find on a less expensive ready-to-wear shoe. This allows all the work and craftsmanship to be put into finishing the outsole of this shoe to be appreciated. The heels are further finished with brass tacks and a nice combination top lift that still allows for a majority of the heel to be leather. Gaziano & Girling is the gold standard for factory-made, ready-to-wear shoes because of how much effort they put into the construction of their shoes. No detail is overlooked, and as much bespoke-level finishing is integrated into the factory process as possible. First, the shoe is completely Goodyear welted, which is the de rigueur of high-quality, factory-made shoes. Goodyear welting is the process whereby a leather strip is sewn to a linen ribbing that attaches to the insole. The outsole is then stitched to the welt. This is important because a high-quality pair of shoes like these, if cared for properly, will easily outlast the lifetime of the outsoles and heels by several orders of magnitude. A high-quality oak bark tanned leather outsole, like the ones that are used on Gaziano Girling shoes, should easily yield 3 to 5 years of regular use. However, the uppers, if properly polished and not destroyed by water or snow, could last 20 to 30 years. What it allows is for a pair of shoes to be easily resoled without disturbing the integrity of the fit or shape of the shoe. The outsole can easily be pulled off and sewn back on by a skilled cobbler, like our Kirby Allison Certified Shoe Restoration Program, resulting in a shoe that can easily last a lifetime. Gaziano Girling uses a 3/4, not a 360-degree welt, which ends right at the heel. This is the preferred method on higher quality shoes because it allows the heel to sit more neatly on top of the heel stack. The outsole features a high stitch density and welt fudging, which are the small indentations pressed into the top of the welt using a wheel. This is purely decorative, but it creates a much neater finish by helping conceal the outsole stitching. The upper is also very well lasted, which gives the shoe exceptional definition. You can tell that a shoe is quickly lasted by machine if there is little to no shape to the upper. You can see that with how Gaziano Girling last their shoes, they're able to pull in the uppers tight and close in around the last. What this does is produce just a beautiful shape along the outside edges that allows you to really appreciate just the elegant last design. You can especially see this on the interior edge of the shoe, where the shoe flows in, around the arch, and to the heel. The amount of shape and definition given on this interior edge of the shoe at the arch is just simply amazing, and something that you would normally only find on a bespoke shoe. One of the things that I like to do to really showcase just how much shape is being lasted into these shoes, especially for a factory ready-to-wear shoe, is to take a pencil and take it straight down on the outer edge of the waist at 90 degrees. The amount of distance you see between this outer edge and the interior waist of the shoe is just simply amazing. It's almost over a full centimeter. On less expensive factory-made shoes that don't have the definition to their lasting, lack this beautiful, elegant design and sculpture. That, at the end of the day, is really what all this work and craftsmanship is about in such a high-quality factory-made shoe. It's not just that it's well-made and beautiful, but it's that whenever you look at the shoe, you're able to really appreciate the elegance and the sculpture of the last. These two things go hand in hand. You can have a brilliant designer that's able to envision a really beautiful, elegant last shape, but if it's not made in a factory that's able to respect those elements, you'll never see it in the finished shoe. What Gaziano Girling has really been able to do is to take the synergy between Tony Gaziano's design eye and Dean Girling's knowledge of the bespoke shoemaking process to create a shoe that is both beautifully made but also beautifully and elegantly sculpted. The St. James II is available ready to wear in vintage cherry on the TG73 last, as shown here, and with a navy and black sapphire patina in the deco range. However, Gaziano Girling has an extensive made-to-order program where you can choose from 7 last shapes, over 120 different styles of shoes, 100 different leather choices, to literally make thousands of combinations of shoes that you can customize to your own personal tastes. You can even have your initials nailed into the waist of the shoe or choose your own lining. If you're interested in Gaziano Girling's made-to-order program, it takes around 12 weeks and costs an additional £250. Made-to-order shoes can be commissioned online or at any of Gaziano's worldwide trunk shows. The Gaziano Girling St. James II are available stock from a UK size 5 to a UK size 13 and in an E width. UK sizes are a half size smaller than the equivalent US shoe size. So if you're a 9.5 in an American shoe, such as an Allen Edmonds, you would want to purchase a UK 9. The same is true for widths. A UK E width is the equivalent to a standard US D. However, the shoe can be ordered in a narrow D width or in wide F width at no extra charge. The St. James II is a beautiful Adelaide semi-brogue and just another example of why Gaziano Girling has risen to the peak of the ready-to-wear space. There are few makers at this level making factory-made shoes in the world today. and Gaziano Girling has certainly earned its place in this pantheon of world-class shoemakers. Everything about this shoe is perfectly executed, from the design of the entire pattern to the way that the factory executes the making. There's no question that at $1,200 US, these are expensive shoes, but the price is totally justified by the quality of the work and the amount of effort that goes into both the construction and finishing. The only place to go from here is bespoke, and that is a considerable jump in price. So if you're someone that loves shoes like I do and really appreciates the craft, or if you're just someone that wants a beautiful pair of shoes that'll last a long time, these St. James 2s from Gaziano Girling are absolutely exceptional, some of the finest I've ever seen ready to wear, and I can enthusiastically recommend them. I hope you enjoyed our in-depth review of the Gaziano Girling St. James 2 in Vintage Cherry. Click the link in the video description to view our full playlist of videos from our shoe review series. And if you have any suggestions of shoes you'd like to see us review in the future, please post them in the comments section below. Please visit our website, hangerproject.com, where we have collected and curated the finest assortment of luxury garment care and luxury shoe care products in the world, as well as other accessories for the well-dressed. I'm Kirby Allison, and we love to help the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes. Thanks for joining me.